Hello internet people, David here, and today is day 3 of my game development journey. For those that are new to this vlog, I'm trying to make an action RPG dungeon crawler all with peanut characters and peanut enemies, and maybe some other type of enemies. I don't know, we haven't fleshed out that so far, but there's lots of ideas flowing. So I started working with Godot and trying to get oriented with the concepts of nodes, what exactly is a node, what exactly is a scene, as well as setting up a 2D character. But that's not what I'm going to talk about in this video today, because I got to a point where I wanted to add my own sprite into the game. Not something that somebody else made, not some sort of placeholder object, but something that I'd be happy looking at while working in the Godot game engine. And I don't know why I have that idea. It's just kind of, it's a very non-logical idea to have a placeholder asset that is a character of your own or something that you're going to have in the game. But for me, there's just something emotional about seeing your own art asset come to life on the screen. And I kind of want to start off that way, where I just have something where I go, wow, this is my little character, they're moving around, this makes me happy. I want to stay in this game engine longer and do some coding to bring this character to life more and more. So this got me thinking about drawing my own peanut character, and for some reason in my mind, I have this idea that I am not very good at art. I don't know where this idea came from. I don't recall anyone ever saying I was bad at art, and I don't really remember trying art too much other than maybe when I was a kid, but for some reason I have in my head that I am not good at art. So I think it's a really good idea to challenge those types of ideas and thoughts, because I don't know why I'm judging my skill or ability to create art. I don't ever recall trying to make anything art related with some sort of specific goal or task at hand. To me, art has always been kind of a subjective thing to begin with, so what exactly is good art or bad art to begin with? But I think it's a good idea to question those beliefs that you might have that might prevent you from proceeding any further. In this case, the idea that I am bad at art could have been a major roadblock for me. If I didn't catch that idea and bring it to my forefront of my consciousness, to challenge it and actually proceed with trying to make art. And I think this is applicable to many things where you might tell yourself that I shouldn't do this, I'm not very good, or other people have told me not to do it. I think it's always worth trying and going through that journey and challenging yourself in some way, because really it's the effort, despite how small or insignificant you think it is, might lead to greater results the more and more you do it. So today we're going to put in some effort and we're going to try and draw something. So I downloaded a program I was recommended called Sprite, AAC Sprite. Is Sprite even in the name? I don't think it is. Yep, here I go Googling things again. A Sprite. This looks like it right here. A Sprite? A Sprite? How do you say this? A Sprite pronunciation. How do I pronounce A Sprite? At the very beginning, A Sprite was known as Allegro Sprite Editor, abbreviated with ASE, so the prefix is still pronounced as ACE. So it's A Sprite. Problem solved. This was very important. We needed to establish this so that I call this tool correctly. Moving on. Anyhow, the point is, I opened up a 32 pixel by 32 pixel canvas to try and draw a pixel art peanut, and I'm actually really happy with the result. Here is the little peanut that I drew today. Isn't it cute? It makes me really happy. And I didn't know what to expect today, opening up this program and playing around with it. But this is my very, very basic shape. The little eyes that I want my peanut to have. I'm not going to create a mouth for these characters. They're just going to have little eyes. and I'm going to try and do all the expressions with just their eyes alone, and maybe like make them scrunch a little bit and move and bounce up and down and do things with its head. Stuff like that. But you know what? I had an idea in my head that I could not actually make good looking assets, and I think that challenge was completed today because I'm happy with the way this asset looks. It's very basic, it's very simple, but I'm looking forward to putting it into Godot and moving it around the screen. Now, I'm not going to create all the game assets before I start doing coding, so the next video should involve me doing some coding to get this little peanut moving around the screen. I don't recommend making all your assets before you start coding your game, because you might change these assets out in the future. In this case, if I end up redoing my peanut character in a different art style and don't go in the pixel art direction, that's okay, because I might still be able to use this little character that I made as an icon, a loading screen, little widget, just really anything. I can reuse this asset in about 100 different ways. So I'm happy with it. I'm happy with its basic design. I can build off this little character I built today. And today was a good day for me. It was a good day. This was as much as I wanted to do today. Doesn't seem like much to most people, but for me this was a big move and moving in the right direction. So sometimes it's not about creating big goals for yourself, it's about creating small goals that you can accomplish so that you can build some momentum and keep that momentum up and keep creating more and more, and eventually you'll have a completed game. At least that's the philosophy I'm currently under. We'll see how it goes on this journey. Peanut. As always, love and peace. I'm David. Peace out.